Ninjas are butterflies.
We're going to the first forum in St. Louis, right?
Are we doing that? I really want to.
Going to what?
We can. It's like next week.
Fart.
I know. I wanted to go as well.
What's happening?
We're not going. Nothing's happening.
As well.
I wanted to go.
You know they're having some kind of like crazy artist perform there. It's like a concert
I
festival
know, like
thing.
we need to go to that kind of stuff from now on because that's networking like crazy.
Guys,
What is it?
First forum, the St. Louis trip.
you guys should go.
We talked about it 2 weeks ago. We're not going.
Why?
It's next week. Buy the tickets. We'll go. I'll go.
We get free tickets, don't we?
We gotta fly.
Those tickets. What
Also, look at this: Sour Patch Kids Oreo.
barf.
It is gross. Yep.
I just did that.
I can't believe I just did that, guys. Please subscribe to Patreon because more crazy stuff like this is gonna be happening all the time.
There's tickets for $100 round trip.
Yeah, tickets to Summer Smash 2024 sold out.
Those are we get them free.
It's too late. We're not going.
Why are
can't
you
go.
being so sour about this? Why can't you just go?
I'm saying we can't go because we knew about it like a month ago. We should have done it then. Should have planned for it. We can't go.
I thought it was in June.
It is in June 2.
June 2.
Ooh.
June 2.
June 2.
Did you guys see that guy? He was
May
like,
your life chip and shatter. What?
he said, just saw Dune 2. That movie is loud. That's what he said. He said it was good. I understood some of it, but mostly it was loud.
That's such a funny review, just to do a one sentence that has nothing really to do with the plot, but just explain it. And it's like, yeah, that is accurate, I guess.
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes. Lily, what'd you think of it?
Can you turn up 3 knob?
Yeah, it was quiet.
Just a
wasn't it?
little bit. 1 knot. 1. 3, 3,
Ow!
3, 3, 3, 3. There. Yeah.
I did 2 knots.
Nice. That's cool. That's cool, yo.
That's cool. I don't mind that at all.
I think it's actually pretty cool that you did that.
Can we skip this Planet of the Apes talk?
No.
Stop.
It was dope.
It was
It was good.
So
The
fun.
Animation is next level.
Animation was sick.
You don't have to see the other ones to get this one.
Nope.
No.
Pretty great.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
You could probably watch the first one and then that one, and that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fine.
Yeah.
The second one is pretty good, though.
Don't stay.
Still is.
When he grabs the machine gun from those guys.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm really good at the ape walk.
He's
Dude, we need to keep trying it. We need to do it around the office.
We got to talk
Okay.
about that.
When I was buying tickets, because they were already in there, it didn't look like there was anyone else in there.
There's assigned seating.
Yeah.
And so you guys said, what row are you guys in? We said G or J. Yeah.
Yeah. And when I was walking into the theater, first I did this.
That's
that?
the noise we heard?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Dude, I was so scared. I was like, what was that?
I didn't know what it was
didn't
until I saw
connect.
him running like an ape. I was
And then
like,
I was running down the aisle like an ape, and they were not in that row. It was a man sitting there.
Alone.
But I couldn't see because it was so dark. And I'm like, and
We're like,
they go, hey, Josh, we're up here. I'm like, oh gosh.
It was so
This guy's
fun.
just like with his bob, and we're like,
You're just walking so
He's
scared.
literally-
Your hair's like going back and forth.
he's literally alone in the aisle.
Because he was in our seats. He was in our seats. I was like, I guess we're going to go up here.
this guy this whole time is like pulling his gun.
That's how you get shot. Acting like an ape.
Oh, but yeah.
So good, though. Man, the gorillas were terrifying.
Yes.
The graphics were incredible. Like, there was moments I'm like, I can't believe this isn't like just people in suits.
Yeah.
Like, it looked that good. The makeup, the CGI was incredible.
I saw the I think it was the director or the visual effects artist on Planet of the Apes. He was on that what's it called? Corridor Crew.
Okay.
They review movies with visual effects. They had him on there, and he was talking about Planet of the Apes. And he's like, "Yeah, we did the motion tracing." He said, "But that just got the motion." He said, "We completely had to create these apes."
Yeah.
Like out of nothing.
I can't imagine
And it's
the amount of work
wild.
it takes. That feels like weird technology to me. Like, I don't understand
Yeah.
how we're able to make that stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's gonna be crazy though that we're gonna like look back in like 20 years, I'm like, man, those visual effects are not that good.
They sucked.
Yeah.
Does that somebody explain there was a phenomenon though that we've achieved like the most likeness?
I don't think so.
That might not happen anymore.
Yeah. I think it's just going to get crazier and crazier. But speaking of monkeys, listen to this one. And apes.
Hey, Josh, does your camera look good on you?
It's a little crooked.
Okay, but you're in frame.
I am.
Okay.
Listen to this monkey talking, this ape.
This is real?
Talking.
Can you say mama? Mama? Is this for mama? Mama. You love your mama? You love mama? Here, sweetie.
That's
Dude, that sounds like-
Jane.
Like, these are, no!
Dude, that literally does sound like how they would talk. That's scary.
Mama.
Do you guys think animals are getting smarter?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think so in a weird way. But the theory would be like if you're talking about God's creatures and like God creating, like, and they have some type of consciousness or something like that, like the veil being,
Well,
like it's like, is that part of it? Would nature also speak back and be able to communicate? Or
well, yeah, think about like just the intelligence of the animals, like just back in the day, or
Yeah.
like with Adam and Eve, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were probably more intelligent than they are now, like because they were like tamed and stuff, and like man had dominion over the animals, and it's theorized that the Garden of Eden was basically in that fourth or whatever dimension, and that they were cast out of it. And so like if the theory that we talked about, I think it was last week, if that fourth dimension is now starting to intertwine with our dimension, and it's the process of the creation of the new earth, could in fact animals be experiencing that
Shift.
intelligence?
Yeah.
Next thing we know, killer whales are going to be forming a council and paying taxes and
I
stuff.
mean, that's literally what they're doing. They're like how they're targeting boats and
Yeah,
things.
it's
It's like they are working as a freaking council. Like it's nuts.
yeah.
Dude.
And I have such a hard time with SeaWorld, dude. Like it's like
Yeah.
you want to
I know.
go and you want to experience those cool shows and stuff like that, but it's like like I just saw a dolphin that jumped out of the exhibit the other on
Yeah.
TikTok and literally is just laying on the concrete. And the way it feels like it can communicate and talk with people, like they are so smart.
Dude, look at this video of this dog. Speaking of animals being way too intelligent.
What is 12 divided by 3? You can do it. What is it? What? Good. Now what is 7 minus 4? What? Good. Now what is 3 times 2?
Anyways, it continues. But
Weird.
It literally goes through
That is
like
weird.
There's somebody
all the
outside on the
different-
windshield just like, do the trick. Do 1, 2, 3.
Maybe.
That's still crazy smart.
yeah.
Dude, golden doodles should be extinct.
Have you
They're
heard
scary. They're right.
Have you
They're
heard
scary,
the
right?
theory about golden doodles?
No.
What?
That supposedly the guy that first breeded golden doodles like regretted making them.
Why?
Because they have like a weird human-like intelligence.
Oh, like bunny.
Yeah.
Sad.
There
Sad.
was one lady, like it was I wouldn't say a big trend on TikTok, but people that had golden doodles were like, they saw that and they're like, this is freaking me out because like our golden doodle does like really weird things. Like one of them said that when they leave the house, they'll come back and like dishes are moved, like certain stuff in the house is like moved in a certain way.
Yeah.
And so they literally set up a camera, and as soon as they left, the golden doodle like jumped up on the counter, grabbed a plate, and like walked it over to the table. And then there's another video of like the golden doodle, like they caught them. It was just standing up on its 2 legs in the kitchen, and it like walked in and goes,
I would scream.
Dude, it's a skinwalker, bro.
I'd open the front door. See ya.
Bye. We're putting you down today.
it's
That
weird
is
though.
so scary.
That is super scary.
Yeah.
They do have the weird eye. Like there's something weird in their eyes. You look at them, you do
Yeah.
feel like there's more there.
Yeah.
Speaking of sad dogs, R.I.P. Doge.
Oh
You
yeah.
see that? The Doge.
I thought he died last year though.
Oh,
No, he died 5 years ago. You look back. That's the Mandela effect. No, because it's such a big deal because the Dogecoin and everything.
Yeah.
And the meme.
But I thought he died a while ago.
No. That was another dog.
I heard
Someone
it
could
from
look
a
it up.
That was probably your dog
reliable
that
source.
you got that died when you were young. That's the dog you're thinking about.
Yeah.
The dog that was taking you
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
by a gator right
Yeah.
in front of your very eyes.
Yeah. I remember that.
He and my investment died.
Huh?
The Doge dog and my investment in Doge died.
Oh, yeah.
It's
And your faith
symbolism.
in Elon
Literally.
was put down today. What if you found out it was just put down like just for like no reason because they were just like busy or something?
Oh my
We were just
gosh.
like traveling so much we just couldn't really.
Yep. Today.
Womp 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 womp. R.I.P. little dog. And I don't want to. What else you got?
What else you got?
I'm trying to figure out. I have something. I know I do. I feel like we need.
I got a true crime case for you.
Okay.
All
Hit
right.
me.
I'm just going to go through the slides. This man named Steven Kubacki vanished while cross-country skiing in the Michigan Triangle. All that was left behind was his gear and a 200-yard path of footprints leading to the edge of the lake. Even though the ice was untouched, police chalked it up to a case of accidental drowning. Then Steven woke up 15 months later in a field in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, with no recollection of the time he was missing.
15 months later
15 months later, he woke up in a field.
from Michigan to Pennsylvania.
From Michigan to Pennsylvania.
Dude.
Or Massachusetts, sorry.
Massachusetts. That makes no sense. There's nothing else more to it.
Nope.
Jeez, dude. That's kind of like what's his face?
On him were clothes that weren't his own, hitchhiking signs, and maps. But yeah, they don't know what happened to him during those 15 months, and neither does he.
He got scrambled, dude.
Does he have all his organs?
I don't know. Alien abduction?
He has actually had 2 more. He had more. He had 3 hearts.
Whoa.
It was crazy.
Dude, the connection of encountering UFOs or alien abductions in the time slippage,
Yeah.
that's the wildest thing to me. Like, people can't, like, they'll be
Just
like,
lose track,
or
like, they'll
like
have
they'll
just gaps.
encounter an alien or a UFO, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll interpret it as like that was 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
But then when they get to where they're going, it's like 3 hours later.
Yeah.
Or it's like 3 hours before.
It's like that logger.
Yeah.
He's gone for like 3 days or something like that. And he was like, you feel like he's gone for an hour.
Yeah. The Blurry guys, they just had this one dude on. His story was so cool and so fun to listen to. What's his name? Farts. His name is Gary Stearman. And he works for a broadcasting channel now called like Prophecy Watchers or something. Mm-hmm. But his story is that he's an older man and he was a pilot and his whole family were pilots, like in aviation and stuff.
Yeah.
And his job when he was like in his 20s was he was bringing cargo to and fro these different states and stuff. And he was flying one day and his electrical system like went out. And so he was able to like do something and like kind of get it back to where he could make it the rest of the way.
Yeah.
And he thought he saw something like way off in the distance, but he's just like, oh, it's just another plane. And he's flying. And then he said, this sounds weird, but he's like, I audibly heard someone say, he said, like a tour guide. And if you look to your left, you'll see a UFO. And he's like, what? And he's like, I'm not going to look. He's like, I don't want to look. And then it happened again. If you look to your left, you'll see a UFO. And so he looked, and he said, sure enough, there was a disc that was flying right beside him. And he's like, but he wasn't afraid of it.
Yeah.
He's just like, whoa. And he's like, I want to look at it in more detail. So he like went up and kind of like flew over it a little bit. And he said it was completely smooth. But on the top, he said you could literally see like an energy field like pulsing on it. And he said, I didn't feel afraid.
Yeah.
And then it just flew away. And then he landed. And first thing that happened was his boss at the airport ran up to him and was yelling at him. He's like, you're 3 hours late. And he said, I thought I was like ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
And he's like,
No
why
recollection.
are you late? And he's like, you're not going to believe me, but this is what happened. And the guy's like, you're full of crap.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. But the pilot guy, Gary, said, with the amount of gas that I had, it would have been impossible for me to remain in the air for those 3 hours. He said, impossible.
Yeah.
And then when the technicians were looking at his plane, they're like, what did you do to this plane? And he's like, I didn't do anything. And they said, everything was broken in it. You should not have been able to fly here. And so he thinks to this day that was an angel, that he was basically in the middle of like a supernatural battle. And this angel is the one that saved him and escorted him to the airport. And he said, after that, I quit being in aviation and I became a pastor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, what is with the time jump? What is that? Like,
think
how would you like? Why would it be longer? What is it?
My uneducated guess is just the dimensions. I think
it just works differently.
These eternal beings, if they live in this higher dimension, time is just different. It's not connected to like, because time for us is connected to gravity, right?
A day is 1,000 years kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I wonder if you could do the math.
Like to
if,
the
like,
Lord,
if like people who had these interactions, like the time that they were gone, like if you could measure it in like a day in 1,000 years or something. Like, I know it's probably not literal, but it's like it'd be curious to figure out if there's a consistent correlation amount of time that's taken. Like, okay, we were gone for this, but people reported this, and so that'd be interesting.
That is interesting.
That's scary, man. That like I'm glad he wasn't scared because I was the whole time. I was like, that'd be so terrifying.
He said, "You have." He's like you. When I tell the story, you think you'd be afraid to see this. He said, but all I felt was comfort and like protection.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's just like, that's wild.
And that's a piece that goes beyond understanding. Like, you're like, why would you feel peaceful on that? That's weird, man. That's so trippy. I love thinking about that though, because that's such a more calming feeling than thinking that they're just aliens that are creatures on a different planet or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's so much more comforting.
Yeah.
But
did you watch that clip I sent you from the Sean Ryan show?
No, I'm going to listen. We're driving today, so I'm going to be listening to it. I wanted to do it last night. I just didn't have time.
That was
Okeechobee.
Ooh.
Okeechobee. Did a little bit of fishing.
Yeah, really cool. Josh had me watch it last night.
Yeah.
What do you guys see when you see that?
I see like it looks bugs. It looks like to me like bugs and leaves.
It's really hard for me to see from here.
Send a screenshot.
I don't know.
Okay. I don't want to tell you what it is or tell you what I saw, but I need to like fact check myself and see if I'm crazy.
If you want to know what the real thing, the brown things look like the keys with wings in Harry Potter. That's what it reminded me of immediately.
I mean, yeah, I see faces and wings, like a lot of them.
And
then
it's coming to Ninja
eyes
Clan.
and faces. Yeah, I see that.
Oh yeah, I see the faces now.
Ew.
What I see it. Oh yeah.
I don't like
Ew,
this
yeah.
picture.
That looks like faces, and that looks scary.
What is that?
It's like winged, wings and eyes and what we would describe biblically as angels descriptions. This is what a woman with schizophrenia draws, is what she sees on her walls.
That's horrifying, Andrew.
Dude, I hate that. I love that you made us all think these happy things. And they're like, no, that's a schizophrenia literally drawn out physically.
I hate that.
Dude, that I think it is schizophrenia drawings, those like the dimension ones. That I did not know existed because I saw it on Reddit and like, hey, my roommate's been really acting really weird lately and he's leaving these doodles all over. Like, does anybody know what these symbols mean? And they're like, go tell your friend to get checked into a hospital right now. It's like, this is schizophrenia. And like, it's weird that people who don't know each other, that have never seen those shapes or drawn those shapes, will see it. And it's like, what in our brain is showing it? It's like, is that another dimension? Is that some type of perversion of, just like a possession or something? Ugh. I don't know. It's weird, man. Like, it's strange that they're consistent drawings throughout years.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Have they shown up on your For You page, the couple that has schizophrenia? They both have it.
No.
But they're so funny about it because they'll be like out in public or something and she'll be telling a story about how like her boyfriend's like, ah! And she's like, ah! And they're just like freaking out together. all the time.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Sounds like a nightmare.
They're funny about it.
That's so funny. Like I bet they're just like, yeah, table for 10, and it's like just them. There's no one else there.
Dude, if you want to sleep, do not scroll through schizophrenia drawings.
No, for real.
I won't.
Oh
I have
my gosh.
I have something kind of a little wacky, a little not so excellent.
This is a little wacky.
Look at the text. This would make me stop eating eggs for the
jeez.
rest of my life.
Ew.
Is it a baby chicken?
Yeah, it's like a heartbeat.
Oh,
You don't even see the chicken. It's literally just those veins, and you can see a heartbeat, bro,
dude, put it under
in
a
an
lamp.
egg.
That's balut.
Put it under a lamp.
It's a little even farther gone than that.
Well, I told you when I was in China, at one of the hotels, they had boiled eggs,
Yeah.
and I cracked one open and bit it, and sure enough, there was a forming chicken inside of it.
There's duck normally. Is it chicken?
It was chicken. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think it was on purpose that it was in there because I
I
was the
get
only
you.
one that had the egg
I
with
get
the.
you.
you've had double yolks, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah, super wild.
Somebody commented, and just like that, I'm back to not eating eggs again.
Dude, my neighbor hooked me up the other day. I went to make an omelet in the morning and realized I was out, and I knew they had chickens that they'd offered before, and I was like, I just need a couple. And she came back out of her house with 24.
Dang.
She was like, I literally can't keep up giving them away.
Speaking of chickens, Godzilla died.
No,
Our big
How?
friendly rooster. We don't
Frank?
know. No,
Gotta be Frank.
Frank
Frank
doesn't
is-
chase Godzilla.
He was
Only
a little
tasted-
sickly.
Yeah, we think he's really old.
Yeah.
bummer.
Yeah,
His
That's a bummer.
girlfriend, because he had a mate, like for life.
mithril.
And
Mithril.
Yeah,
her eggs are always like misshapen,
Mm-hmm.
which could mean stress, which is sad to think about, but also age.
Yeah,
So I think they're just old.
so
a
let's
bummer.
let's vote on what we want to do with Xi Jinping.
okay, patrons. We'll have a poll up. So let's go through some ideas, and
Okay.
we'll put up a poll this week,
One, I just kill him.
and we film it.
2, I kill him.
2, Lily kills him.
Can I actually cook it? Like, can I come over and like, can we just cook it?
It would only be fair to do like Peking chicken.
We can cook it,
Yeah.
or I can grab it
Mm-hmm.
and we can release it in the woods here at Sunday Cool.
Is that legal?
Sure, it
Yeah.
is. We own that land,
He's a predator.
an acre into that side.
He's going
There's
to harass
tons
our
of there's a
employees.
tons of chicken, dude. Please, let's do it.
I think it would be fun
Let's do
because then
it.
it'd be like the legend of Xi Jinping.
We're not even going to do a poll because I know everyone's on board with this. I know everyone would
He's a
love to.
liability. People are going to be getting out of their cars, and he's going to be like,
We just won't.
funny.
We just won't say where he came from.
yeah.
It'll just be our secret, and we'll just be like, that's crazy. I mean, we'll just call him Xi Jinping.
Yeah.
I'd love it. I'll bring food for him every morning if I have to.
no.
So
Let's
that's what
go.
we're gonna do,
He's probably going to get ate by a gator in that
Gator,
little
dude.
pond.
which is fine. He's the worst.
No, seriously, he's the worst.
He attacked Jane the other day.
yeah,
Punk, dude.
I know. I hit him like, I get like our rake,
yeah.
and I hit him like he's a golf ball. Puh! I send him into space. I hate that guy.
Hey, China's going back to the moon.
Ayo.
Have you guys had that conversation yet
What?
about golf?
No, not yet.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
What about golf?
We'll talk about it later.
Nothing.
It's nothing crazy.
It's just a golf thing that may happen in Nashville while we're there. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see.
A golf?
That
just a golf game.
You might have to play golf with a bunch of celebrities.
I don't want to do that.
That's why we're going to talk about
You're
it
the
later,
best.
okay?
You're the best out of all of us.
That's my nightmare. I'm sweating thinking about it right now.
It's a charity thing. It's like best ball thing.
Yeah, and if you
Okay.
don't do it, a bunch of children we're going to have to be denied treatment
Listen, chill
It
out.
is for compassion.
and kindness
My heart's racing.
and loyalty.
I want to move on to the Four Seasons baby.
Okay.
Fully conscious baby, you mean? Dude, he is so funny.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen it, it's on TikTok, that trend of just like this family's just in a hotel, looks like, and it, or in their house, and then the dad's holding what looks like,
Like
it-
less than a 1-year-old.
it
Like,
looks like it, but
Yeah.
people are saying it's older, but it looks like less than like maybe like 9-month baby in a diaper. And she's like, mom's like, who wants to go to the Four Seasons Orlando? And the big kid's like, me. The dad's like, me. And then this fully conscious baby goes, me.
He goes, me.
And then he changes and then he goes, ah.
Yeah. Like,
It's like yes,
caught.
I'll do it. I mean, right, baby. Yeah. You're like, it's like, you knew it, dude. You're alive.
Did you see?
He's a full grown man.
Did you see that one guy on TikTok talking about the fully conscious baby? He's like, I'm so glad people are talking about this because I've encountered one before.
No.
And he's like, and I have told people and they think I'm crazy. He said, we were at this party and one of my mom's friends was there and they had, I think the baby was like 7 months old or something.
Yeah.
And the mom's like, this is blah, 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 baby. Like, do you want to hold him? And he's like, yeah, I'll hold him. And he's holding him. And she's like, yeah, he can say 2 words. He can say mama and dada or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. And then his mom said, hey, can you just watch the baby for a second? We're going to go get a drink. We'll be right back. And he's like, okay. So on the baby, he's like, hi. And the baby's like, hi, how are you? And he's like, he said, I thought you could only speak 2 words. And then the baby says, speak more words. And he's like, what the freak? And he's like, just direct eye contact with this baby.
I would never sleep again.
And like it was saying full sentences. And then the mom came back and he's like, and then the baby's like just acting like a baby.
No, dude. Because the thing is, if that does ever happen, no one will believe you.
Yeah.
Not one person.
Your baby just said, I can speak more words.
I wonder if you're
No, they
stripping.
didn't.
Do you
You're
remember?
like, what's the joke? Like, this is dumb. Like, like they wouldn't even think that it's a possibility. Oh, that would be so
Could
irritating.
be possession too.
Jeez, Andrew.
I mean, if,
I believe it.
If an angel can possess a donkey in the Old Testament, make a donkey talk, which is a far lower intelligence than a human infant,
True.
and humans can be possessed.
Are we saying this fully conscious baby that's going to Four Seasons Orlando is demon possessed?
I think that's what we're
and we
saying.
need to go to the Four Seasons Orlando, wait for him so we can have an exorcism?
I think that's exactly what we're saying.
I think
Yeah.
everyone, please buy your tickets to this exorcism. We're going to do it in the lobby
Dump some holy
of
water in
the
the
Four
pool.
Seasons Orlando.
I had a full conversation with a stroke victim one time.
Okay.
Okay.
Was it one-sided?
Oh
It apparently
my
was.
gosh.
Nice.
Because I was talking to them, and then
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I was talking to them, and then
He's nonverbal.
nonverbal.
It's one of our buddies' dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I was asking about, because he was like something. I said, well, let's go ask him a question. And he was like, well, he won't answer you. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, he can't talk. He's had a stroke.
So Lily had a full conversation with him without him responding. And then she went back up to her buddy. He's like, your dad is so nice. And like, all that stuff. And he's like,
He doesn't talk.
so Lily was just talking at him. She's like, I just had the best conversation with your dad. He is so nice. Yeah, because he didn't talk.
He literally didn't talk. I was just talking to myself.
That's like sitting next to a bench, like sitting next to like a statue or something, and like just like, yeah, man, wow, thank you for this. I really needed that. Got a lot off my chest. Person's not real.
You were Nick,
That is-
you were Nick and he was Tran.
I know. I
Yeah.
was thinking that.
Dude, he's just like blinking, like, please stop, like Morse code for please quit talking. I need it, like help. I need silence.
He needs Neuralink. Have you guys seen the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
For me, it's just like, I mean, that's cool, but like you think of getting something in your brain, you'd be able to do more than just control a cursor, right?
I mean, but that's just the beginning of it. Like
Yeah.
anything with AI. I mean, we should have talked about the new ChatGPT voice thing
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that's wild, man. Like it's just progressing so fast.
After I talked to you about it, I came home and I downloaded the app.
Uh-huh.
And at this point, Ada was just being like a punk. She was like so mean and like aggro. And so I was asking ChatGPT of like advice on like how to deal with a angry toddler. And me and Lily are both like,
Oh,
this is really good advice.
that's a good point.
This is really good
I haven't
advice.
thought about it that way.
That's so
Yeah.
funny. You're listening to the voice and everything?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it was weird.
we're probably literally talking. It's probably an entity that we're
Yeah.
talking to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have it talk to us real quick for a second. Let's see here.
Could it look up flights for us to go to St. Louis?
Yeah. Hey, ChatGPT.
Hey there. How can I help you today?
I was curious if you could tell all of our fans of Ninjas of Butterflies, all the Patreon people are listening right now. I was curious if you can tell them why they should continue to be a supporter of our podcast and continue to love every upload that we and watch every upload that we upload. Can you just
said.
encourage them? Yeah, and also just make it sound better because I can't talk very well.
Of course. Here's a message for your fans and Patreon supporters. Hey Ninjas, our Butterflies fans and beloved Patreon supporters, we just wanted to take a moment to thank you for being the incredible backbone of our podcast. Your support means the world to us, and it's because of you that we can keep bringing you the laughter, stories, and fun that we all cherish. Why should you continue to support and love our podcast? Well, here's why. 1, exclusive content. As our Patreon supporters, you get access to exclusive content, behind the scenes peeks, and special episodes that no one else gets to see. 2, community. You're not just listeners, you're part of a vibrant, supportive community that we absolutely love. Together, we share laughs, inside jokes, and moments of genuine connection. 3, quality. Your support helps us improve and innovate. We're always working to bring you better audio, funnier content.
Okay, that's enough.
Did you train it of?
That's all that is. So I keep a separate thing for each time I talk to her. Like it's just a folder of like. So that's the whole history of all of the songs that we've ever used. And so all the conversations I've had about our podcast, what it is, you know, what kind of. And so I just knew that I would have the information, at least of what we have.
You're gonna be like Joaquin Phoenix and her.
Oh, we're already going on vacation. I'm going with her to Lake Okeechobee this weekend. Yeah, Kelsey and the girls are staying home.
Have you ever been to Lake Okeechobee?
Yeah,
I've never been.
Yeah, that's where my mom and stepdad live. So
okay.
We're going down there to visit them.
That's cool.
Okeechobee.
Wait.
And I don't want the world to end.
Do you know there's been a lot of UFO sightings around Lake Okeechobee?
Really?
Mm-hmm. So be on the lookout.
I will. I have been honestly looking up. Have you guys been looking at the stars more? A lot.
Oh, yeah.
A lot more lately?
Yeah.
Me too, for sure. Like the skies during the day, I'm like, I haven't even looked at the sky today.
Yeah.
It's been like 8 hours.
I'm always looking at the sky.
You're too eager. They're not going to reveal themselves to you.
That's my
'cause
thing.
you're too eager.
I see. That's the thing. He wants it too much. He's gonna yap as soon as it happens.
We can't show this guy ourselves.
But I'm the perfect gerbil.
Yeah.
I'm the perfect gerbil.
Yeah.
Just let me be your person. Like whatever you need to do to me. Come on.
No.
Come on.
Take it back. Take it back.
Andy, you were gone for a month. It's gone for 30 seconds.
All right, guys. This was fun.
Yes. Hey, shout out to Brett at Stay Proper. We've had a ton of gifts sent to us lately, with whether it's been the art and tons of other stuff. So we really appreciate it.
Yeah. And by the time you guys
Sick
see
and
this,
wonderful
we would have
and
already
comfy.
had potentially a mail opening day that happened earlier this week.
Yeah.
Time slippage.
Yes. I've lost track of time.
Yeah.
Also, go check out our Camp Rules video that dropped 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out. If you likey, Sherry.
Yeah. All right, guys. We love you.
Love you so much.
Bye-bye.
Toodles.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Did I say ninja? I meant
The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful creations.
I said empty your mind.
You learn martial arts!